This is a chart showing very important concept, that is a primitive visceral skeleton or basic structure of visceral arches. First of all, you should know what do you mean by the visceral arches. So in primitive aquatic animals like fishes, there are cartilaginous or bony arches which encircle the pharyngeal region. So these cartilaginous or bony fishes are called, for fishes having bony and cartilaginous arches, these are called as visceral arches or pharyngeal arches because these are encircling the pharynx region. So this is forming the basic component of visceral skeleton. You can observe that in the initial stages these are 7. So there are 7 visceral arches in the basic structure. You can observe here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these are placed in between the gill slits. So in the course of evolution, these visceral arches either get modified or disappeared. So these modified and present in the skull, in the larynx, middle ear, etc. So the part of skull which are derived from by the modification of these visceral arches, they are called as the subplanocranium. So they are forming the subplanocranium. So let us observe these visceral arches one by one. So starting from first one, you can see here first one. First visceral arch is mandibular arch. You can observe here. This is the first one, mandibular arch. So this mandibular arch, it is the first and largest visceral arch which gives the jaw, which gives the formation of or gives rise to the jaws. So they can be plato-pterygo-quadrate bar like the upper pairs which is forming the upper jaw, and they are forming the Macker's cartilage or the lower pair that forms the lower jaw. So Macker's cartilage forming the lower jaw and plato-pterygo-quadrate forming the upper jaw. So these are the part of the first arch, that is the mandibular arch. Then come to the second one, that is the hyoid arch. So it is the second visceral arch and it supports the tongue, and it is also named as the hyoid arch. So it helps to attach the jaws. So it is again divided into upper hyomandibular, and lower, which is forming the hyoid proper. So lower is forming the hyoid proper, hyoid arch, upper hyomandibular and lower hyoid proper. Then there are the branchial arches. You can see here 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. So these are the hyoid arches. So these are the branchial arches. So these 5 are remaining from 3rd to 7th. These are the branchial arches which supports the gills, and these having the 4 components like hypobranchialis, ceratobranchialis, epibranchialis and pharyngobranchialis. Hypobranchialis, ceratobranchialis, epibranchialis and pharyngobranchialis. So this is forming the 4 parts of the first of each this one branchial arch. So these are the basic components of the visceral arches. So basically means these are 7 in number. First is mandibular, second is hyoid, and third are from 3rd to 7th. These are the branchial arches. So this is the basic structure. You can understand from this that this is the basic structure of visceral arches. After that, evolution takes place. So during the evolution, there will be the evolution of mandibular arch, there will be the evolution of hyoid arch and evolution of branchial arches. So this is about the evolution. This is the basic structure of or primitive structure of visceral arches.